Diddy's NDA has been revealed, and let me tell y'all, this is insane.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal.
What's up? Diddy's NDA has been revealed, and let me tell you something, guys, it's insane. And I'm still wondering how many people actually fell for this kind of stuff, because let me just say this now, and I will say it again, most likely at the end of this video. If you witness a crime, the NDA does not stand. And I think that needs to be abundantly clear. Quick reminder, quick PSA or whatever you want to call it, quick public announcement. If you sign an NDA for a specific event or for a specific individual, and you see at that specific event or see a specific individual do a crime, that NDA does not protect them. So a lot of people automatically think, oh, if I sign this, I can't say anything about nothing. But if you witness something, you can speak, because that breaks the NDA. The NDA is just a piece of paper at that point. Just so you guys know. But I feel like a lot of people fell for this and don't know their legals, don't know those kind of things. They just think NDA just means I can't say nothing, not at all, period. When in actuality, you actually can. But Diddy put these things out here, and these NDAs actually exist, and they've been revealed. And this is insane. This happened over this weekend. Of course, you know, I didn't get a chance to talk to you guys about it this past weekend, so I want to make sure that we see this and talk about this as a family. And he's basically saying you can't say ish about anyone in my world, which is interesting, all right? So Diddy's parties for the rich and famous have long been shrouded in mystery, but now TMZ can show why. Because we've obtained a standard NDA Combs asked party attendees to sign. So the document, a pretty standard non-disclosure agreement, prevents signees from sharing any information related to Diddy, his family members, current or former partners, spouses, friends of business associates, friends of business associates. And of course, you know, we're going to look at the document itself. We're not going to read through it, but honestly, it is absolutely insane, the document here. But we'll look at that in a second. But it says here, the NDA tells signees not to photograph, film, or record, or have another person photograph, film, or record Diddy or anyone in his orbit without his written consent, and specifically names social media sites where attendees can't post photos Diddy doesn't sign off on. So again, if you're out there kicking it, and if you actually have your phone, which would be wild, because from my understanding, as soon as before you even walk into the party, you have to give away your phone. That's at least what some of these victims have alleged and what we've heard as of late when it comes to these particular parties. The only photos that are being taken are taken by a videographer or a photographer that is hired by Diddy himself to be there to take photos of the event. And of course, I'm sure he's combing through every single photo being like, yeah, keep that one. Nah, delete that. There's paraphernalia in there. There's girls doing something. There's a photo of somebody doing something illegal. We need to delete all that stuff, right? So I'm sure he's combing through every single piece of photo that every videographer or photographer is taking at these particular events. Attendees are not to give interviews, write books, or otherwise disseminate information about Diddy or the parties without prior written consent. They can't say a doggone thing at all, but there's a catch, like I just said earlier. And I'll repeat it here in a little bit. Quite frankly, it's a pretty boilerplate NDA. And if you can read it all for yourself, but the basic gist is that anyone attending these parties needs Diddy's written consent to share any info. Worth noting, the NDA lasts. This is the wild part here. The NDA lasts for the life of the artist plus 20 years after their demise, for a grand total of 70 years, whichever is longer. So the length of the NDA varies from agreement to agreement, but this is certainly on the longer side. So nobody could say nothing for 70 years. You realize in 70 years, a lot of these people will be gone. We all will be off this planet at that point. Some people are lucky to live a long, long time, but let's be real. 70 years is a long, long time. And he's sitting there going, nope, nobody's allowed to say anything. And we already know that he's been arrested, and he's apparently celebrating his birthday today behind bars, eating some, I guess, glorified pancakes. I guess the jail's version of a birthday cake. Okay. But again, very interesting stuff. Now, this is all confidential. All of this has been confidential. You know what I mean? And this is these are the documents. But as you can see, look at that. This is ridiculous. We're not going through this whole doggone thing. It's only 3 pages, but it's like one big ass paragraph, one solid chunk of a paragraph. But as you can see, this is some crazy stuff. And he's sitting there saying, you can't say a damn thing about me, mines, the people I'm with, the people I'm smashing, my family, nothing. If you walk in here and you see a party, what goes down at a Diddy party stays at a Diddy party, like Las Vegas. It is shut, locked off. You walk in, you see these things, you get these burned into your brain, these images burned into your brain, and you walk out, but you cannot say a damn thing. You keep everything to yourself, because if you do speak out, you're going to get some trouble. You're going to see me and my lawyers, or God forbid, somebody even more dangerous knocking at your door. Now, one thing I have to repeat, a lot of people, I think, one, not only are intimidated by Diddy himself, because let's be real, he's a very dangerous man, as we've started to learn now more than ever. But these people are worried about saying anything because of Diddy, but also they're scared about speaking on the NDA. If they sign an NDA, they're worried about getting, the pantsuit off of them. Now, what's interesting, and I said it earlier, and I'm going to say it again, what's interesting about this NDA and about all NDAs, it becomes null and void when you witness a crime. So if you walk into a freak off and see a crime happening, if you see littles in these parties, if you see crimes happening right there in your face, all of that becomes, this NDA that you signed turns into toilet paper. That's literally what it is. It's just scrap paper at that point. So all the people that are out here seeing certain things with their own 2 eyes, and they saw crimes, they could actually speak out. Now, I understand that they're not speaking out because they're worried about getting in trouble with Diddy, because Diddy's got cohorts, Diddy's got minions, and he's a powerful man. And he obviously is a very dangerous man too. But at the same time, they have to remember that if they saw some sort of S crime, if they saw something that happened at the freak off that was illegal, they could speak. But this NDA is pretty wild. Nonetheless, it's insane. Oh, you can't speak on anything about me for 70 years. That's crazy. 70 years, you can't say anything. So, but that also makes you wonder, what is it that he's hiding? Why would he have such it's very basic NDA, it's a very basic NDA, but at the same time, he's filling in all the blanks. He's adding all these additives into the actual paperwork that makes you wonder, what is it that he's trying to hide? Well, now we obviously know what he's trying to hide. The countless freak off videos, the hidden cameras, the crimes that he is alleged of doing. He's trying to cover his own butt. Let's be real. But nonetheless, this NDA is wild and insane. And it does show that there's a possibility of him trying to cover something up so that he doesn't get in trouble. And this also makes you wonder how many other people who signed NDAs saw things but don't know that they can't speak right now because of this NDA. It's something to think about. He's definitely hiding something. Well, a lot of things are getting unearthed now, but I'm just saying, he clearly had something to hide. That NDA says a lot. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that like button down below. Don't forget to crush that subscribe button. Be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family. Anyway, guys, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. We'll talk soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.